Welcome back to Dirt to Daytona. We've got Denison Speedrome this week, $30,000 up for grabs. It's been a little frustrating first season. You always hope to do a little bit better. We've upgraded the engine once. We've upgraded the suspension and the aero a few times, or at least a few upgrades up past the first one. And it's not really giving us a lot of improvements overall, plus me screwing up in the last couple of races didn't help anything. So we're going to come out here, try to do our best to give a clean race and come out with a solid position. We should be trying to run for, I'd say we're trying to get that 10th place finish pretty quick here. So we did win our last dirt track race with ease again. It was great. We would not have if we weren't clean the whole race, but we ended up winning by like 5 seconds, didn't lap anybody. Again, the competition goes up when you win the championship, so it wasn't anything easy, but this is an $8,500 purse, so we have $13,000 in the bank. Unfortunately, not enough to do much for us. So let's get out to Denison, do a little practice, and see what we can come up with. So we were running in the mid-13s. Not bad so far, but we're only qualifying 11th right now, so who knows if these last guys, I know Hemeseth is always up there, Anderson as well, so probably not going to qualify even where we're sitting right now. But let's put together a lap, see if we can do as well as we were in practice. We're averaging over 100 miles an hour, I know that. Although I believe, again, you qualify on cold tires, so we don't have nearly the... Yeah, here we go. Oh, this would be interesting, coming right around to our lap. And it's a very short oval. So we'll do the best we can to just a nice little angle here, come off, feather the gas, and that wasn't that bad. It should be a pretty decent last lap. Yeah, 13.646. We were running all over the place, but and 11th place qualifying, exactly where we actually drove out to qualify. So that's kind of nice that we were able to get that. We were running pretty well. I'm not gonna lie. We were driving around cars even with. Even in practice without any issue, so on the outside, mind you, which is kind of cool. So we're gonna do the best we can in this race, try to get a good a good finishing effort here. I know we get all bunched up, so first couple laps I'm gonna be quiet, try to focus here, and then we'll start talking about it. And taking a look at your starting lineup, we've got Jason Sullivan on the front row next to Jeff Ondich. Second row, we've got Mike Hemeseth and William Anderson. Third row, we've got Danny Seaman and Hal Robb. Fourth row, we've got Joel York and Greg Brown. Fifth row, we've got John Justin and John Bundy, the John brothers. They're not actually. Then we've got David Canepa and us on the sixth row. Looks like Rebus is right behind us.
There's green flag.
That shouldn't have happened, but okay. Of course, again, cold tires in the beginning. And Rebus is on our inside, so that's not great for us. See if we can't get ourselves in a little bubble here before we start to try to run down Rebus again. Wow, that was weird. I think I was sitting way too shallow following Rebus's line, and our car is not set up to do that. We gotta go in high with an angle that we can actually get down to the apron as much as possible. 46 laps, but they go by real fast, so yeah, there we go. See how we got down there, and now we're probably gonna get right around him. Oh, that was an awesome pass.
That was a great lap.
And a great lap. Our best lap ever, actually. It was better than what we even did in practice, so that was pretty great. See if we can get to York and Bundy, because that would be cool. Like I said, our car, it was running great in practice. I was pretty surprised, but really all I did was I set it to the advanced. Because all these setups are from my old series I did before, but they're all with fully modified cars, so you can't run them the same. The engines will blow up because the gear ratios are different, so I basically reset it to the advanced default. and then I set the gear ratio a little bit, knowing that it was going to be a little tighter car. And I went out and practiced with it. Normally I go back in the garage and do some more settings, try to loosen it up a little or whatever, but it took very little time for me to get used to the car. And as you can tell, it runs very, very well on this track. So as we try to reel in York here, we're going to go to just engine sounds, maybe some music. I don't know. We'll have to see what I do with the editing, but I'm going to focus for a little while here and see if I can't catch somebody else. We are in 10th place currently, which is amazing. Oh, we got around him that time. I can't believe we recovered as well as we did when we slid back up on the track. I just dropped the gear and took off again and was able to not lose too much. I mean, we lost all of the momentum we had trying to catch York and Bundy, but at least we didn't lose the car completely. We got leaders coming up on us now. That sucks. We'll get out of their way real quick. Hopefully I can follow him in. Nope, he's getting cut off as well. He wants to go outside. I can't give up that area. See if we can do it with him here. Yeah, this lap car that we're in. So we got lead lap cars and we are lapping cars. Obviously makes for a little bit of a different kind of issue when you're trying to stay away from the leaders and get out of the leaders' way, because they will run right into you. And you're also trying to get around the lap cars so that you don't lose touch with the cars in front of you. But it looks like we lost touch with the cars in front of us pretty handedly now. And the cars behind us, well, all I can hope for is that they get caught up with what's going on with the lapper that's behind me. So I'll get out of the way of whatever car that was. Obviously another lead lap car. We have to still continue to try to run the best run laps that we can. Can't speak for some reason. Because Justin is catching us. And really don't want to deal with that. I don't want that to happen. That would be no good. And I don't know if he's catching us because the leaders are behind him pushing him either, because it looks like he may be the pink car. And Sullivan is pushing that pink car. So I don't think that's going to bode well for us. He's going to take the push. About the only thing I could do better is to stay on the inside and have him get hung out to dry, maybe. I don't know. We'll see what happens here. Now we've got a lap car again. We're about to lap this car for the second time. Hopefully we can do it on the outside here. Nope, we can't. Leader lap car tried to shoot the gap there. He didn't have enough. This is fairly stressful, not going to lie. Looks like we'll clear him this time, but now we have Sullivan right on us. Go around the inside, Sullivan. Well, if you're going to do that,
20 to go.
can't do much about it, buddy. So you can figure it out. Now we're just going to run like this. He'll definitely be able to pass me on the outside. I know that, but I'm just trying not to give it up to Justin, who's now dropped back a little bit. Of course, we're not having nearly as good a corner entry because we're, sucked on the inside, but doing the best that I can right now. Justin is right on my bumper. And he's going to get that inside and take the position from me. There's nothing I can do about it. He's got a lead lap car behind him that's pushing him, and that's what's giving him the speed. What sucks about that is that lead lap car has really just stayed behind him for a while and has pushed him. And now he's just driving away. And there's really not much I can do about it until he gets left out to dry by the lead lap cars. We're sitting back in our qualifying position. I don't have a problem with that. I would love this to have been my 10th place race. It's not to say with 16 to go that can't happen, but it's not looking good. Especially since we got leaders and lappers all around each other. And they're still pushing Justin. I mean, they really are. Oh, we've got some very aggressive driving, as we almost saw a wreck right in front of us. It's not great. Nobody wants to deal with that at all. We're holding our line. That almost caused another accident. Here we go with another lead lap car right behind us. Looks like Justin has been left out to dry a little bit there. I don't know if we have what it takes to get to him, especially since we can't really keep on the inside. With the way that we drive this track, we need to go high to cut in low. By the time we do that, they sneak in just like Daily Kids right there did. That really prevents us from being able to get the good line that we're trying to get. As you can tell, it's about 6.5 tenths, 7 tenths actually, 7 tenths slower than my previous lap. That was, I don't know how that even happened. I didn't think I was near his bumper, but I'm not gonna cry about it. You get in my way. Well, that's not true. If it was iRacing, I certainly would have made sure I was more focused on it. But I did not see that coming, I guess. That was Bundy? I don't even know how I got to Bundy's bumper. Oh, no, no, no! Of course, the lead lap car puts us in the wall. And Rivas gets the pass, and we're back in 11th place. That Southern car has been around us way too much today, causing way too many issues. You know, we're trying to tiptoe around these leaders not to mess up their race, but when you put me up into a wall, it's pretty shoddy. Pretty bad driving on their part. Got 8 to go, probably 7 or 6 maybe by now. We'll find out when I come around this time. They say 5 to go. There's no way I'm catching Rivas. Bundy's on my tail again. I'm getting close to it at least. We may have a 12th place car for all I know. This is just weird, man. This is weird. I don't know. Bundy able to recover and drive past us. Rivas passed us and just fly. I mean, once they pass us, we got nothing for them. And with all this lap traffic all around here, whether it be lead lap or back of the pack or lapped cars, we still have to drive around them. We've got Canepa, and, well, Canepa is trying to catch us now. There's just a lot going on here that I can't do anything about.
Two to go.
I'm going to try to just keep it on the inside. Come up off of here. Yeah, the car even feels different. That could have to do with me getting put into the wall by that one dude. So, yeah, that sucked. We ended up finishing 12th when we qualified 11th, 3 laps down. So even though it felt good for probably the first 3 quarters of the race, everything went to shit right after that. Well, we walk away with $5,392 after that race. I don't know, maybe I can upgrade the exhaust and at least complete having one piece on every section of the car upgraded. The weather was good at Denison, and it brought some exciting driving with it. Jeff Ondich took first place. Top 5, Ondich, Rob, Anderson, Sullivan, and Hemaseth. Their overall standings were 10 points behind 13th. We've moved up into 14th place. We've been sitting in 15th place. Pretty much out of the range of McNamara and Rob. We can catch McNamara, we can catch Rob, that's for sure. Anderson, he's got 65-point lead over Ondich and over 100-point lead over Hemaseth, so he's doing pretty good as well. We're not going to check the updates right now or upgrades right now because I do have a dirt race. So I'd like to run that dirt race before I check for the updates, see if we can get another win, see if we can get another decent purse so that we can put a better upgrade on the car. But folks, that is going to do it for this episode. I do want to take a moment out to say thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. And until next time, take care.